So you're ready to generate some career ideas, but where to start? Well, the good news is that there isn't one perfect way to find your ideal job. A career quiz or a personality quiz is never going to give you the full picture. Instead, we're going to explore a range of strategies that you can use to evaluate and reflect on your current strengths and priorities, so you can put these at the centre of your career planning. So let's start with the topic of self-awareness. As we've discussed, the ability to deeply understand yourself and contexts that bring the best out of you is an essential component of intelligent career planning. First off, let's look at your interests. How do you enjoy spending your time? Like working out, playing video games, reading, writing? And what sort of subjects have you most enjoyed throughout your education, for example? The answers to these sorts of questions will give you an indication of the sorts of activities and contexts that make you feel most energized. For instance, if you are really interested in politics, then fields such as business, media, or even law might be really good options for you. Conversely, it might be helpful to rule out what career contexts and fields might not bring the best out of you. Like what are the contexts that are going to drain your energy? So for instance, if you are someone that's really active outdoors, surfing, hiking, and some of the activities you like to do, it might be critical to step back and reflect, will a office job that puts you inside in front of a screen for 8 hours a day be a good choice for you? Next up is your skills. The sorts of questions you might want to ask here are, what are you good at? What are some of the things that have led to your greatest successes to date? What are some of the transferable and specialist skills that you've developed through your education and work experience to date? Coding, teamwork, public speaking. If you could get a firm handle on what some of your top skills are, you can really get a strong sense of the sorts of roles you're likely to thrive in. Then we have your values. These determine your priorities, and they're the measures you use to assess whether your life is turning out the way you want it to. When your actions match your values, life feels good. And when they don't, you can really feel a sense of demotivation and can start to feel quite unfulfilled. Key questions to ask yourself here are, what have been some of the moments in your life that you feel most fulfilled, and why are you feeling so fulfilled? Perhaps you were using your creativity, perhaps you were supporting others, or perhaps you were competing against others and developing your skills. The answers to these sorts of questions will give you a really strong sense of some of your core values. Another good way to look at this is, what are your non-negotiables? Adventure, security, innovation, helping others. When you know your values, it's much easier to work out the sorts of employers you are likely to thrive working for. And then crucially, there's your purpose. In short, who or what do you want to devote your energy to and work for? For some people, this might be contributing to a cause or issue they care deeply about. For others, it might be spearheading an exciting innovation in the world of business and technology. Another way to look at it is, what sort of problems do you want to solve? After all, employers exist to solve problems, whether that's looking for the cure for cancer or trying to seek a competitive edge in a marketplace. When you pinpoint your purpose, you can really understand what sort of fields you are likely to most enjoy working in. Once you've reflected in this way, you will be able to understand your career options against what you know about yourself. And you'll be able to answer this very important question: does this opportunity fit my current strengths and priorities? But first, let's look at another useful approach for generating career ideas. And that's getting a feel for the job market and the sorts of roles, industries and career paths out there that might interest you.